In the 2020 election, young voters were a demographic who heavily supported President-elect Biden and were a major part of Biden's record-breaking coalition of voters.
I did vote for Biden, but I was not thrilled about it.
I wasn't excited for Biden. I was excited for Bernie.
I definitely did vote for Biden. Was I excited? Not really. Was it the only option? Yes, it was.
With groups like Settle for Biden illustrating how unenthusiastic many young voters were, but achieved the goal of getting young voters to elect Biden to the presidency, I want to gauge how some young voters' feelings were after the election.
When Biden was nominated to be the Democratic nominee or the candidate, I'd say that, I knew that I was going to vote for him from that moment.
I voted for Biden because I want to get to a point where we can maybe start fixing some of these things that are affecting our country.
Yet again, it was rock in a hard place, but ultimately Biden, I think, was the better choice between the two candidates.
I didn't really have low expectations for him, but he just wasn't my favorite.
Coronavirus stuff does need to be taken care of, whether that be a mandatory mask mandate or having clear guidelines.
I'd say personally, it's the way we handle the pandemic in the first 120 days. That's the most immediate issue.
Yeah, we live in Southern California. Cases are going up. I'm just people need to wear a mask. People need to listen to the CDC and stay safe. But clearly that haven't happened. So his plan of, paying people to stay home, hopefully that works.
I would also with police brutality and just the systematic racism and how they're suddenly just super hyper aware of it now, like they haven't been before. I would like to see them actually do something this time instead of just going along with what everybody else is talking about. Climate change is very scary and it's a very prevalent issue. I think it's been more prevalent than it's ever been before. I would definitely like him to join back in the agreement or whatever.
And in a sense, he's kind of not progressive enough because he doesn't like the Green New Deal and, our planet's kind of dying.
First 100 days, I'd love to see something about immigration and dreamers and getting, people who deserve to be in this country and getting, all the people who have grown up in this country feeling safe and feeling wanted again.
I don't think it's the most pressing issue right now. So if he wasn't immediately jumping on getting our student loans forgiven, I don't think I'd put it against him. But I would definitely like to see that happen in the future because, this school is expensive.
With many of their expectations relatively low, if they see any reversals of Trump-era legislation within Biden's first 100 days, it would be seen as a win to many of them.
I think something that can go a long way is to just, at every opportunity, take an opposite approach that Trump did.
I would say what I would like from him is to just be an honest president, to be an honest guy, and to not be a politician. To be somebody that's really fighting for all of us and not fighting for the rich and whatever agenda they have.
It'll be interesting to see how this support will carry out in the early days of Biden's presidency.